All right, so I guess I'm live, but we're having some technical difficulties here. So I want to just let me see here. Turn that volume down. Yeah. Noir 24, but I couldn't see you guys. I didn't put on the chat. I know. Sorry about that. Yeah. And I went back and I listened to it. I'm like, you can hear me scratching at the paper. I'm like, so what happened was automatically. Okay, well, first of all, I'm sitting here setting up the chat. Okay, as I do. And I kind of put my feet on the floor, and a shock. I'm wearing a wig, and a shock of static electricity goes right through my headphones and into the microphone. And then it just started going, and it blew out those little headphones I was wearing. So I replaced them with other headphones. Realized that the problem was with the microphone. It's not with the computer. The microphone is just like blaring this feedback at me. And I I don't know. I guess I have to replace this. It wasn't that expensive. I mean, I don't mind. So, I want to invite, other people onto the stream, but I don't think my I don't have an official set of speakers for my computer. I just run it through the stereo and I send, you know, audio is cutting out. I muted myself. Can you hear me? Sound, yes. All good now. That's weird. Well, I can't explain it. I don't know why. I don't know why this is happening, but I did want to do a live stream with you guys. I'm going to turn the camera off. All right. I wanted to do a live stream with you guys anyway because a lot of people have been sending me questions through my Twitter. People send me like big email messages, and boy, is this weird doing this without a microphone and headphones. I'm just talking to my desk. But anyway, it's people send me like messages with questions, and I always I look at the messages and go, that would take too long to type out. So maybe what I want to do is kind of do a live stream where I answer those questions for people, and talk through it. I just feel like that would be better. All right, let me see. There are people there. All right, we can hear you. Check your connection. Sound is good now. Well, you're coming through my Logitech HD 1080p camera. It has speakers on it, so it has a microphone on it. So I guess when my microphone died, it automatically went to my webcam. Shawsbury says your mic sounded fine before EVS. No, it wasn't. It wasn't my mic. It was my webcam. Lama Gigante wants to know where babies come from. When mommies and daddies love each other, they have a special hug, and babies, I don't know, then babies happen. I haven't figured it out yet. Still looking into it. Yeah. MW77 says, looking forward to your Jason Ward video. Yeah, I haven't worked on that in like 3 days. I do need to get back to it. But I just, every time like something, I don't know, something comes up. And I feel like the Jason Ward video is evergreen. I feel like it's, and not only that, but a couple of things happened since then that have kind of clarified the Jason Ward situation. White Wolf says Uncle Ethan is a dwarf from Middle Earth. Yeah. What do you I mean, is the Sierra Whiskey says, did you unplug the Yeti? Yeah, I did. How does it sound? Sound okay? Yeah, I don't know. I feel weird about this. I really don't like this. I'm not comfortable with it. I'm uncomfortable without my mic and without being able to hear my voice in my ears. King of Scotland says, was that Ethan Van Skiffa that streamed 20 minutes ago? Yeah, it was. It was. All right. So listen, I want to read some questions out, and I want to answer some of these emails. People send me really, really nice emails, and I do appreciate them. I try to read most of them. I don't, here's the thing about sending me emails, and I get some nice like fan mail directly into my email box. Uh, People write me long emails. I mean, people write me long, long, long emails. They tell me their life story, and it's hard, man. It's hard to get through all of these. I would answer. I think I would answer more emails if they were more brief, like to the point, or if they just asked the question. I'd probably answer them more quickly. But I do appreciate all the emails I get. It's like people sit down and they have feelings in their heart that they want to share with me, and they want me to know their stories. Like they want me to know all about themselves. And I mean, it's totally awesome. I was telling the Umbrella guy today in a private message. I was like, dude, YouTube is so much better than Twitter. Like people get to know you. People really do get to know you via YouTube in a way that they can't on Twitter. And there's almost no reason to really be on Twitter except just for agitation purposes, just to be agitated and then to agitate other people. Gojirify says, what does Al Roker call his soiled underwear? He calls it his dirty coffee filter. That's disgusting. Yeah, that is disgusting. But anyway, so I do appreciate it. Here's one from Majestic Comics. And Majestic Comics said, Uncle E, I need help. I don't know if you read your messages. I do. But I thought I'd try. I want to hire an artist to do the line art on my comic. I email them. Their page rates are agreeable, but once I tell them, A, I have some pre-made panel layouts I want used on some pages, and B, it's a Comicscape project, suddenly they don't want my money no more. I like this guy because he talks Jersey, you know? Yeah, he talks Jersey. They don't want my money no more. That's awesome. I want to hire a pro quality artist, but after a dozen potential artists saying no, this is beginning to feel like a problem. All the Comicsgate artists I know of are very busy with their own projects, and most are big names I couldn't afford. Do you have any advice? Yeah, my advice would be to not tell them it's a Comicsgate project. Also, like if that's just it's a comic book I'm doing. Like it's a Comicsgate project to you. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily a Comicsgate project to them. And it's not like there's a special label that you put on these books. Comicsgate is like, I mean, it basically is kind of the equivalent of you saying, this is, if you're a Catholic, it's like, this is a Catholic project. No, it's just a comic book and you happen to be Catholic. I would leave that part out. Also, the idea of having pre-made panel layouts. What are you doing? Thumbnails, like thumbnail sketches. Yeah, I don't know why they would have a problem with that. If they have a problem with the writer like producing thumbnails, Grant Morrison, when we were doing New X-Men, he would do thumbnail sketches a lot. He would just do thumbnails of sometimes. Did he ever design characters? I feel like he did. I feel like he would just do little doodles of characters sometimes. You know, Hail Catholic comic books. Yeah, So, how's your father says, I can see the headline, artist tricked into Comicsgate projects. Yeah, I just don't think that that's a thing. I mean, obviously, like if you're working with someone like me, pretty much, you are, because of, I don't know, my high profile status within Comicsgate, you're gonna be associated with Comicsgate because you're working with me. But I mean, if you're not, I don't know. I'd have to find out if Majestic Comics really saw themselves as a Comicsgate company, like if they're out there saying, like if they're like Cautionary Comics or something, and they're saying, hey, we're Comicsgate friendly. Dr. Fantastic says, love the hair implants. Thanks. That's what it's going to look like. They're going to take the hair off my back and they're going to put it on the front of my head. And I picture it's going to look just like that. That's what I'm imagining. Yeah. Based asshole Jeremy says, based asshole. I want a job with a waifu body pillow. I do too. I kind of do too. Bro, your mic is diamond. Your mic is diamond. Does that mean good or bad? Hold on a second. Every single day, it's something. Every day it's something new. I'm going to order a new microphone. What is Majestic Comics? They seem to be a comic book publisher. So, by the way, there's a comic book publisher. If there are any artists that are in this stream right now that are interested, there's a comic book publisher called Majestic Comics. And maybe you should look them up, follow them on Twitter. And if you're a good artist who's looking for something to do, this guy's got money to spend. He says he's got page rates and a script. So if you're an artist and you're looking for a paying gig, this guy has at least one paying gig. Mark C says Comicsgate writers need to put up 3 to 5 pages of script on Twitter, announce it on the Comicsgate channels, and take submissions. Yeah, that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Let people know that you're looking. The thing is, like, Comicsgate artists, the ones that everybody knows, the ones that have been on my streams, yeah, they're all really, really, really busy. They all have their own plans and their own agendas. Not too many artists are kind of kicking around with nothing to do. Thank God, Thank God. Everybody's got stuff to do. Yeah. Let's see. King Harkinian says we should donate comics to the Covington Catholic High. Yeah, I think we should donate body armor to Covington Catholic High, quite frankly. I saw some really creepy stuff being said. I don't know I really don't know what is the matter with some people in comics. And I don't know what the big deal was with that. Once you kind of hear that, once you kind of hear the truth of that situation, why don't you calm the F down? Oh, a second here. Somebody sent me something. I was like, God damn, you people are horrible. Anti-comic skaters are horrible. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this guy, Mark Russell, who's writing the anti-Christian comic with that idiot Richard Pace. This guy on Facebook, on one of Gail Simone's threads, he writes this. He writes, I hope, he goes, I hope these kids have a very eventful Monday when they go back to school. Fuck you, dude. Excuse my language. Hold on, I'll finish it in a second. That pissed me off. Hold on. These are kids we're talking about. You know what I mean? These are kids. Hold on, I gotta get a drink. All right, here we go. God, this guy, I want to punch this guy in the face. He wants to talk about punching kids in the face. He's got one. Look at what he says here. I hope these kids have a very eventful Monday when they go back to school. But the reality is that we can't expect the same culture that created this problem to fix it. My guess is this will be a temporary embarrassment for their school, for which they will apologize profusely before they quietly return to creating the next generation of smugly self-assured bigots. So much projection, dude. So much projection. This guy doesn't want these kids to, this guy wants these kids to have trouble because Matthias Danichi says anti-Comicsgate people seem to weaken in numbers. They're quiet lately. But I mean, just think about that. It's like, just, looking at those kids, you see them in the hat. That red hat really pisses them off. That red hat is like a red cape to a bull to these liberals, not liberals, to these SJWs. They see that red hat and they get pissed. It just brings it all back to them. It brings back the failure. It brings back the, I don't know, the fear, all the weirdness of it. Remember that? Do you remember when the election happened and they were just like, people are going to get hit over this. People are going to get killed. There's going to be blood in the streets. There doesn't have to be, dude. You could just wait. The thing about it is though, I realized that this year is going to be the 2020 election pretty much starts, in June, and the primaries start. And from the primaries to election day is a pretty quick slope. I mean, it's a slalom from one end to the other. It happens pretty quickly. Donald Trump's first term is almost over, guys. You're going to get another chance at it. Why did you do this? You're going to look back on this like, why were we idiots? Now, the truth of the matter is that he's going to be reelected 4 more years, and then Pence is going to get 8 years. But we survived 8 years of Barack Obama. You can survive 16 years of Trump and Pence. I believe in you people. Andrew Acosta, wow, thanks for $20. Hail Comicsgate, please check out Swarm on Indiegogo, story about 2 high school students that need to survive in a zombie-infested school. That sounds great, man. I love zombie stories. I really do. I miss good zombie stories. Alec Munoz says to call them leftists. Watchman for You says, did you really lose your Blue Yeti mic? Yeah, I think I did. I think I blew it out with static. I heard it pop, and then maybe tomorrow it'll be better. I unplugged it, I threw it across the room. Maybe throwing it will have fixed it. I don't know. I can't be sure. But I'll order another one. They're not that expensive, The YouTube channel really pays for stuff like that. So, and it's tax deductible. Mega Jetty 1. EVS, my own hero, Blue Shogun. Should he have a magic headband with a bright gem to hide his face? Now, these are good questions, Mega Jetty. If so, should it do more than glow and hide his identity? Yes, it should. It should change his face. It should change his face. That way it can be like one of those, it could be like Manny Faces, that He-Man action figure where you press a button on his back and then his face changes. I think I never had that one. I never had that He-Man figure. My dad, he saw those He-Man toys. He said, these are gay, son. I said, in what way, Dad? These are cool. They're not gay. Well, maybe they were a little bit. Looking back. Gojirify says, smash that like button. Thank you for $2. I appreciate that. Yeah. And TK, thanks for $5. Thanks for your content. I drove through Orlando last week and went by Coliseum Comics to support them because of you. Hashtag Comicsgate lives. Hashtag MCGA. Do you mean MAGA? I hope you meant MAGA, but I don't know how. I don't know how you hit a C instead of another A. But in any case, make comics great again. I'm slow, guys. I'm slow. Without my headphones on and without my microphone, I feel whacked out. It's weird. Doesn't make sense to me. People are saying, yeah, they're already getting illegals to vote. Are they really? JM says Pence ain't going to be it. Sorry, dude. Trump, yes. Pence, no. Well, that's what they said about George H.W. Bush. But the thing about it is that, what we don't see now, and because we're living through awfulness with these leftists, what we don't see now is how incredibly successful Trump's presidency actually is. And when a president like Trump, and I'm sorry, leftists who are listening to this, who are unhappy about this, his presidency is enormously successful. And all of these polls that test his popularity, they don't work on him. I mean, it's like, do I like Trump personally? I don't know if I do. Do I approve of the job he's doing? Yeah, I do. But do I like Trump? I don't know. Yeah, I guess I do. But it's a difficult thing. It's like, it's a difficult thing to gauge. People knew that they liked Barack Obama or didn't like Barack Obama. And those two things kind of coincided with how they were voting for him. Like, people liked Barack Obama and they were voting for him because they liked him personally, not because he was a good president. He was a terrible president. In point of fact, I mean, the awfulness of his presidency can be measured by the fact that the Democratic Party was completely annihilated under his term. They don't exist anymore. Trump, in the meantime, I mean, people are like, he's got like a 30% approval rating. It doesn't matter. It manifests to a 100% success rate. It's so strange. So what that does is, historically, that does tend to rub off on the vice president, on the VP, as just a way of extending the desired president's term. It would have worked with Joe Biden, I think, if Joe Biden wasn't such a puss. If he had run, he might have won. Possible. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Maybe not. Yeah. Fisto. I gotta catch up with you guys here. I was off on a tangent. Alec Munoz says, "Love the piano concert, EVS. Put out the album." Yeah. Well, I'm going to. It is. I am putting out a CD. Andrea said to me, she's like, "Why are you doing that? Why don't just work? Just do comics?" I was like, "Honey, this is work. Don't you understand? It's like all of this stuff. I mean, if I put out a record, I'm quite sure that we would make a lot of money off of it. I don't know why. I'm not sure why that would happen, but it would happen. And it would, I don't know how long it would take me to do. But in any case, it would be work. And you have to respect my work. Just because my work involves drawing frogs and making videos that make fun of Kathleen Kennedy and Star Wars and playing goofy songs on my piano doesn't mean I don't work hard. I do work hard. Of course I do. And she said, okay. So anyway, my CD is going to be called Ethan Van Sciver, Like a Bridge Over Total Bullshit. I might imitate the Simon and Garfunkel album cover, something like that. I don't really know yet. I might wear a wig. Don't know. A lot of things to think about before we get. I mean, I'm thinking about the album cover. I'm not thinking about the music at all. I mean, maybe that's already a weak point. You know, maybe that's a reason. That's something that I need to refocus on. I'm making a whole album of music, and I'm only thinking about how stupid I can make the album cover. You know, I can make the music stupid too. And the thing about it is that there are professional SJW anti-Comicsgate musicians that are furious that I make music. I've never seen anything like it. I don't understand these people. I don't think I'm meant to understand these people. But they're pissed off. This guy's like, I'm an opera singer. This dude's like, I'm an opera singer. I trained. I'm classically trained as a musician. I go out and I sing every night to 1,000 people. That's bullshit. You don't sing every night to 1,000 people. Opera's dead. Nobody listens to opera. Nobody listens to opera. There aren't 1,000 people every night that want to hear some amateur opera singer sing. There aren't. But there are 5,000 people. Let me look. Let me just check on this here. Let me check my numbers just to compare them to him. Just to compare them to the anti-Comicsgate guy who doesn't appreciate my musical genius. F this guy. 5,202 people that loved to hear me sing. And I had zero training. I had no training. So maybe all of his training was a waste of time. And I'm sure that I made more money in 18 minutes than he made doing a whole show. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Just 18 minutes of singing about cannibalism. I don't know why this happens, but it does. MegaJetty1 says, so it's a mind gem or can it be a dragon pearl? Do you know what? I'm going to let you decide that. I'm going to leave that up to you. You know, I can't make all your decisions for you. I can't. Yeah. MPM 1125 says, I'll pay hundreds for your music, but you won't have to. You won't have to pay hundreds for it. JG is saying Butter and Bomb Shelter are tied as my faves. Yeah, I forgot to play Bomb Shelter the other night. I should have done that. You know what? Sometimes I forget my own songs. Sometimes I just forget them. And that is the thing. I need to make a list. I need to make a set list of all of my songs. Michael suggested I make a wig out of Nasser's eyebrows. That's a possibility. That is something that we could do. We could think about doing that. Mark C says Kamala Harris decided to run for president, and it was quickly shown that she slept her way into politics with a married man. I didn't know that. Yeah, had no idea. Jack Straw suggests that Betty Bright Eye make the cover. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Betty Bright Eye. If you want to make an album cover for Like a Bridge Over Total Bullshit, I would, if you're listening, I'd very much be interested in your submissions. I am somebody who respects your vision. I've noticed that you respect my vision. I respect your vision too. Actually, I kind of like it without the headphones. I'm free to be very animated right now as I'm speaking to you guys. Matthias Danichi says, call the album Learn to Code. That should be a song, actually. Not the album, but I could write a song about swallowing your pride, putting on the red hat, or learning to code. I mean, that I could do that. I could do that right now. Right now. Sierra Whiskey says, you're not a classically trained opera singer, Ethan. No, I'm not. And yet I still succeed as though I was one. I still succeed as though I was classically trained. All right, I'll turn the camera on. Wait, I need water first. Hold on. Oh, there's water down here. Yeah, I've been drawing all day. All right, we got a water bottle. Got everything we need. And I've got my Caesars. These hoes ain't loyal. All right. Probably the most important T-shirt made by anyone ever. Let me see if I can fix this camera. I don't like the way I'm sitting in the screen there. I don't like that. Yeah, not happy about this. Not happy about it. All right, we keep going. God, it looks so weird. The camera looks weird. It looks good on my computer screen, and it looks like hell on your screen. I got to get a better camera, and I don't know where to get one. I don't know where to get one. Yeah. Gojirify says Opera Gate is for reals. It is for reals. And these guys have to stop hating. They have to stop hating my natural talent. Don't hate me because I'm a better musician than you. Don't hate me because I'm doing everything that you spent your entire life learning to do, and I'm doing it better than you. Don't hate me because of that. Anti-Comicsgate. Anti-Comicsgate, don't hate me because I make it look so easy. Anti-Comicsgate, stop telling people that I have a messiah complex. I'm willing to die for all of these people's sins. Liam Gray, thanks for $20. Oops, yeah, there you are. I'm looking for an artist for Flint and Steel. I want someone with prior experience, willing to put in the hard work. I will share ownership, and it is paid work. Please spread the word. I'm Determined Pro on Twitter. Thank you, Liam. Tamara says, Uncle Ethan, how do you feel about have any criticism for the Gay Iceman comic series by Cena Grace? No, in fact, it inspired a rewrite of my song Wolverine is Gay. I turned it into Bobby Drake is Gay. Okay, so I have no criticism. I have no criticism. Corey Ransom says, are you liberal? If not, why? Of course I'm liberal. Very liberal about things. Very liberal. Who wouldn't say that they were liberal? You know? Who would say they weren't liberal? It's a weird thing to say you're conservative. David Sutherland says Pieces of George is my workout jam. I got to catch up with you guys. Hold on, I'm way behind. I go off on tangents. God, I look purple. Gojirify says learning to code a la Tom Petty's learning to fly. These are all good ideas, guys. These are all good ideas. Yeah, you can find. All I did was I looked up Caesar T-shirts, and I got this. These hoes ain't loyal. So you can order one too. They come in different colors. I chose the gayest one that I could find. It's blue with purple lettering. Okay. Tamara says, Uncle Ethan. Oh, I answered that one already. Answered that one already too. Why is that? What's going on? Gojirify says they are Solari to your Mozart. No, they're not, because they don't have any talent at all. They think they have some, but they don't have any. They have zero talent. They are, let's see, how would I compare them to me? Who's the guy that shot John Lennon? That's who they are, and I'm John Lennon. Fat weirdos. Michael Hand says The Cure is also one of my favorite bands, but aren't they technically soy based? I don't know. I never really thought of The Cure as soy based. I mean, I guess they are extremely soy based, but I never really thought of them that way. You know? Yeah. Mark David Chapman, thank you. Yeah, they are. Anti-Comicsgate is Mark David Chapman to my John Lennon. And that's being kind. That's giving them the benefit of a doubt. Tamara says, I know DC did this kind of, but how would you feel about a Russian-based superhero? By the way, Tanya, by the way, it's pronounced Tanya. I love it. I would love a Russian-based superhero. They have crime in Russia. Won't they? Mark C says, I am very liberal as well. I use liberal amounts of TP so I don't touch the brown stuff. Also, it requires a good plunger. That's disgusting. Liam Gray says, it's not soy when the pain is real. Boys don't cry. No, when he's got that song. Remember when you could have songs about killing an Arab? Matt says, what is your internet speed, especially your upload speed? That's why your video looks so grainy and choppy and purple. Well, come over and fix it for me, because I don't fucking know. I'm down in the basement. I have an extender, a Wi-Fi extender. By the way, Salamandroid's hanging up there now. How do you guys feel about that? All right, what's this Gus thing? Why am I being called Gus lately? Mountain Shark says, Ethan's jaw has so much girth tonight. Matt Horkin says, the beard makes it look like you have crazy eyes. I do. Wait, hold on. Crazy eyes is when you can see the whites of someone's eyes above and below. You could see, look at someone's eye. When they're normal, you can see below, and then when you look, you can see above sometimes. But if you can see the white of someone's eyes above and below at the same time, that's crazy eyes. Yeah. That's crazy eyes. You don't want to have that. Cecil called you Gus, or that's my name. My name is Gus. Oh, the beard makes me look like my name is Gus. I told Andrew I'm not shaving it. It's too distracting. I got to turn this off. It's too weird. Yeah, because it's just, I look at it and I go, why does it look like that? Hi, Ethan. You looking all real hillbilly tonight. I know. Yeah, I told Andrew I'm not shaving it. Dan M says, looks okay. We don't need you on 4K, God forbid. Well, I want you to see all the details of my beautiful face. All right, I do. So I'm going to fix this. I will figure out what I can do to make it better. Yeah, I'm not going to shave this beard. I am going to grow it out. What is it? What does it do for me? I'm not sure. For one thing, I have lost 22 pounds. None of you guys, none of you guys will acknowledge my incredible weight loss. Not one of you has said one nice thing. Go I said Al Roker had crazy eyes as soon as he realized he shat himself in the West Wing. Well, yeah. Not one of you have. The beard looks different from the low angle. Matt Becker says, "Congrats, you fat bastard." That is not the kind of feedback I was hoping for. You know, I was talking about Kevin Smith the other day and his magnificent weight loss. Maybe you remember that conversation that I was having with you. Kevin Smith got so fat, and people call me fat. I'm not that fat, you weirdos. I know you want me to be, but I'm not that fat. I mean, I have been, you know, I've been portly. But yeah, I'm not that fat. People are nuts. Tanya again says, white above the eyes means sociopath, under means depressed. It's called senpaku. And it's probably, I don't know. It doesn't bother me when it's, well, sociopath just means that you've got a low angle and someone's looking down at you. That's white above the eyes. You're looking down at someone. Below the eyes just means your head is tilted up, you know, or down and looking up. That's white below the eyes. And it's meant to look like you're sad or sorrowful or depressed or psychotic. But Kevin Smith lost 44 pounds, and I'm telling you right now, 44 pounds, there's no way. You know, those two pictures that we were looking at, the before and after of Kevin Smith, there's no fucking way. How could that be? They look like 144 pounds. Are you telling me that all I have to do is lose 20 more pounds to have that kind of a reaction? I could do that. It's not even that hard. Alan Smithy says, you gained 30 pounds last month. Well, that's true. DJ says, you're going to look like a fat John Byrne. Shave it. No, look, you have to trust me. A lot of people talking about how fat I am. Brian Singer says, looking slim there, Uncle E. Haha. Well, thank you, Brian Singer. Brian Singer. Thanks for $10. The Grand Inquisitor says, you missed my first super chat, Uncle E, and then he's sad about it. Well, I'm sorry about that. Let me go, let me find it, you know. Oops. I don't want people to be sad. I really don't. You know? I got depressed this morning. I got up and I don't know what made me do this, but I put on the best of Kenny Loggins. And I just, you know, the hell would anyone, what are you listening to Kenny Loggins for? Horrible. I'm looking to see if there's any that I didn't read. Gojirify said, smash the like button. Appreciate that. Let me see. Oh, Gimpy Troll says, your buddy Ian Chong seems to be in hot water lately. May want to consider disavowing him soon to avoid bad optics considering all his past appearances. Yeah, what's up with Ian Chong anyway? I saw, I'll catch up with you guys so that I can listen to your reactions, and I'll catch up on the super chats. Ian Chong, Ian Miles Chong, he kind of showed up in my orbit. Like I don't know him. I understand he was associated with Comicsgate. He's been on my stream a few times. Like he was in one of the early Comicsgate live chat rooms, not chat rooms, like DM rooms that I would put the link in. So he would come in and he would talk. Ian talks a lot. Like, Ian talks a lot. Uh, I'm like, dude, it's my show. I will disavow everyone. I will definitely disavow Ian Chong. Ian came on my stream. Last time he was on my stream, somebody accused him of getting a dog killed. I mean, they accused Ian of doxing someone. Like, I'm just sitting here trying to have a happy time. I mean, the most angry that you'll get me is I get pissed off when I'm talking about Comicsgate. I can't stand these weirdos. I hate these anti-comic skaters. I don't hate them, but they do annoy me, and they can inspire animation in me. I will become animated when I discuss anti-comic skaters every now and then. When they do something cruel, or stupid, or when they destroy the comic book industry. When they do that, I don't like it. So, that's as weird as my streams usually get. Ian comes on, and then because Mike S. Miller invited him on, I don't know why. I still don't know why that happened. Mike said, will you trust me to just send out the invite to whoever I want? I said, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm never doing that again. Mike, I don't trust you. Mike S. Miller, I'm never going to allow you to make a decision like that again. Ever. Ever. So first, I'd like to disavow Mike S. Miller. A lot of people have been asking me when I was going to disavow Mike S. Miller. Tonight's the night. Disavow. I don't know what it means, but it doesn't sound like a good thing. Disavowed. I disavow him. So Ian Miles Chung comes on, and then you guys start saying that he doxed somebody and got a dog shot. Like, he swatted somebody? What? And got a dog shot? I don't know any of these things. I'm very busy. Very, very busy. Is Mike in here? Does he know he's been disavowed? Yeah. So Mike S. Miller has been disavowed. I don't know what the deal is with Ian Miles Chung. Here's the situation. He's always been nice to me. If I heard something about him doxing people and swatting people, if this is true, shame on him. It's disgusting. I don't know anything about it, though. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. Yeah. All right, let me see what else we have in here. I got to keep up with these super chats. People get upset, and I appreciate the super chats because uh, they make anti-comic skaters crazy. Anti-comic skaters, they really get mad at super chats. All right, Grand Inquisitor says he's the one who says I missed his first chat. Do learn to code by to Tom Petty's Learning to Fly. I think I said that one. I think I did do that one, Grand Inquisitor. I'm sorry that you missed it. But I always try to read the super chats. JM says you look like Zardoz. Who's Zardoz? I gotta look him up to see if I do look like him and if it was an insult or not. Hold on. I'm very insecure. You guys, what the hell? I don't look like that. What are you talking about? I don't look like that dude. He's wearing Vampirella's costume. What is this? What is this? I don't know. Maybe I do look a little like him. He looks like Burt Reynolds with a ponytail in Vampirella's costume, and he literally is wearing Vampirella's costume. He's even wearing Vampy's thigh-high boots. So, yeah, all right. That's okay. All right. DJD Show says, made the Caesar salad meme because you lost weight. Thank you, DJD. And the day that you did make a Caesar salad meme, I did have a Caesar salad. I was at a restaurant with Andrea. I said, "You want to go for lunch, sweetie?" She said, "You're like diet. Are we gonna go?" I said, "No, no, no. We'll go. We'll go out to eat. I will eat responsibly." You know. And I took her out to eat, and we went to a really nice place, and I ordered a Caesar salad with steak chopped up in it. That's no problem. I can eat that all day long. I can eat a Caesar salad with chopped up steak in it. And then she's like, "Don't do it," because I took a chicken finger. Like Ava was done with her dinner, and she didn't eat like two chicken fingers, so I popped one whole chicken finger in my mouth. It was really good, but I still lost a pound and a pound point two, 1.2 pounds. Yeah, it was good. You guys, you guys think that I'm gonna relapse into pie. I'm not gonna do it. No, I didn't have any pie. Some people are criticizing me for stealing Ava's food now. A lot of people talking about doing keto, calling me fatty, and how I stole a baby's food. No, she was done with it. She wasn't eating. We were leaving. Like we were walking away from the table, you know? Liam Gray says, Ethan, you're looking very svelte today. You've become a sexy jaguar of a man. Now, finally, one of you is telling me the truth. I can take criticism. That's good criticism. People say I have thin skin. I don't have thin skin. I can take criticism. That is good criticism. I believe it's sincere. He says, you're looking very svelte today. You've become a sexy jaguar of a man. Got it. All right. From there, I can improve. All right. Some of you just, Lucas King says the world needs the butter song on iTunes. Can you imagine? Rainbow says Ethan's skin is loud. Am I being too loud? I can be quieter. I can be quieter. Mr. Buttless says thin skin compared to a hippo. Well, to be fair. All right, rumors are already spreading. It went from Ethan stole a chicken finger from a baby to Ethan ate a baby. That is how rumors. That's why rumors are evil. Right there. That is why rumors are evil. Tanya says Ian Chong tried to dox Andy Worski. He has also gotten a man's dog killed when he swatted him. Is that true? Did Ian actually do all that? How do you dox Andy Worski? Everybody knows who Andy Worski is. You dox him? You say where he lives? I don't know about this. Kirby Carpenter says Kenny Loggins' greatest hits is a 45 RPM. No, you'd be surprised. He has a lot of songs, and you know them all, but you've never really listened to them before. Like Kenny Loggins' greatest hits, I'm like, oh yeah, I think I heard that. Like, I don't know, I smell patchouli when I put it on. I'm like, what the? Did my parents listen to this while burning incense to cover the smell of weed? Wacky weed, marijuana in their bedroom when I was a kid? Because it sounds familiar and it's awful. It's awful. Dope smoking hippies. Tanya says they flashbanged his dog and it killed the dog. What is flashbanged? That sounds like something that happens to Iris Allen. Gojirfi says disavow Mike, but not his wife. I will disavow. I will disavow Mike and not his wife or kids. Not at all. Flashbang is a grenade, people say. Oof. That is brutal. No, that's brutal. You don't want to throw a grenade at a dog. What is the matter with people? Did Ian specifically say throw a grenade at the dog? Is that what we're hearing? I wonder if Ian's in the chat right now. Ian, if you're in the chat, did you specifically tell the police to throw a grenade at a dog? Or, I mean, what, did the dog just get in the way? I mean, who was the grenade for? Who ordered the grenade? Tanya says, no, the SWAT team flashbanged the dog. All right, sounds dirty. How's Your Father says, yes, Ian ordered the dog's death. Now, that is cruel. If that's true, I disavow. If Ian ordered the dog's death, I disavow. All right, that's all I'm going to say. I'll leave it there. It's none of my business. Michael Ross says, obviously you listen to Kenny Loggins because you love the Pooh's Corner theme. That's really depressing too. Winnie the Pooh doesn't know what to do. Oh my God. It's embarrassing for a grown man to sing about Winnie the Pooh. It's embarrassing. You know, I almost went to see Kenny Loggins last year because I'll go to see anybody, you know. I was going to take Andrea. I like to take Andrea to like the weirdest concerts. Let's go see Kenny Loggins, you know. Yeah, Highway to the Danger Zone. Let's go see that dude. He's playing in Atlantic City. Can you imagine if like you went to see Kenny Loggins at Atlantic City, like at the Tropicana? You got to go sit through a Kenny Loggins concert. How much alcohol would I imbibe? I would drink a lot. You guys have seen me at concerts. Ben Pichetti says EVS loves casino concerts. You are damn right. I'm going to see Peebo Bryson. I don't know why. His name's Peebo. Peebo Bryson. What does Peebo Bryson sing? Hold on. Some of you were going to tell me before I even get there. He doesn't sing On the Wings of Love, does he? If he sings On the Wings of Love, I'm going. Let's see. No. He sings, If Ever You're in My Arms Again, This Time. Now, listen, that was from 1984. I remember that song when I was a kid. What else does he sing that I know and that I like? That's the only song I know. Peebo Bryson. Yeah. So what? You guys, some people like Peebo Bryson, some people don't. Peebo Bryson sings the Beauty and the Beast song. He sings the Beauty and the Beast. I'm going there. And then he sings Tonight I Celebrate My Love. Hold on a second. Where's my piano? Some of you guys don't appreciate music. There's nothing I can do for you about that. If you guys don't appreciate music, there's nothing I can do for you. Tonight I celebrate my love for you. I'd go see that guy. What else does he sing? He sings A Whole New World. This guy sings all of the he sings all of the Disney songs. A Whole New World. What else is he? All She Wants to Do Is Me. That's dirty. That's dirty. I don't know. I don't even know that song. Okay, Eric Hopfuls is leaving. He doesn't want to hear any music. Some people don't like music. This guy's got a song called Shower You With Love. Presumably co-written by R. Kelly. Now, what the hell is going on? I saw the, yeah, I know 40 people left. Whenever I sing, people leave. Saw that R. Kelly documentary. I saw that R. Kelly documentary. That dude, a lot worse than I thought. A lot worse than I thought. I mean, that guy, he's peeing on girls, and he's got underage girls, and he's got a mansion with different rooms that he keeps girls captive in. I didn't know that. I didn't know that about him. I never would have. I never would have bought all of his albums if I'd known that. I disavow R. Kelly. Ian Chong, if you want to go send the cops to flashbang Ian or R. Kelly's dog, go ahead. Some people are saying R. Kelly should be in prison. He got out of prison. Like he was already tried for like 15 counts of child pornography, something like that. He got out of it. He got out of it. So I don't know. Sarah Whiskey's spreading a rumor that Ian Chong was peed on by R. Kelly. I don't think that's true. If it was true, it would, it's not true. It's not true. I'm not going to let rumors like that get out. Not doing it. Kevin B says old school potato microphone rules. I don't know if it rules at all. I could just switch to my iPhone, but it's too late. I've already started this stream here. Matt Becker says, tell Mike's train pants poop story again. That wasn't Mike. That wasn't Mike S. Miller who pooped his pants on the train. It wasn't. That wasn't him. That was somebody else. It was a famous artist, though, in comics. Alec Munoz says the dog was white and part of the patriarchy. That's no excuse. That's no reason to throw a grenade at it. Okay? Not at all. Bugnish Bachwinkle says, please disavow Bugnish Bachwinkle. I need the subs. I will. Disavowed. If anybody wants me to disavow them, it costs $2. Bugnish Bachwinkle has established that if you want me to disavow you, it is $2. You send me a $2 super chat. I will disavow you. What are the consequences of being disavowed by me? They're awful. Okay? It's not good. If you get disavowed by me, it isn't good. Bad things are going to happen to you. I don't know why you'd want that. I don't know why you'd want that. Dr. Fantastic says that's fair. That's a fair price. It's a fair price. All right. Look, it's work. Michael Hans says, do you ever feel isolated working from home? Do I sound like it to you? Do I sound like somebody who's alone too much, that feels isolated? Do I seem like somebody who is a little stir crazy, little cabin fever to you? Of course not. K. Brady says disavow Zardoz, and he paid me $4. So that is actually, I will double disavow Zardoz. In fact, it's like F Zardoz for $4. So not only do we disavow him, but it's like not only that, but we spit bile at him, like F Zardoz. Lucas King says, learn to code by the Foo Fighters. Yeah. And Grand Inquisitor, thanks for $5, says, thanks, Uncle E. Gojirify and I sent you basically the same super chat about Tom Petty learning to fly code at the same time. But please do learning to code. I will. I will do learning to code. Brett Favre says, the wig made you look like Kenny Omega. Alt T, zero soy. Hell yeah. Actually, it made me look like my mom, to be honest with you. My mom has hair just like that. It's really disturbing. Teabag Ballsack says, I just heard that Ethan ate a Doc's dog while swatting and flashbanging SJW Spider-Man. Again, that's how rumors start. None of it's true. None of it's true. David Sutherland says, if you want to lose weight, I can help. How can you help? How can you help me? David, I lost 22 pounds since New Year's. I'm doing good. I'm doing good right now. I appreciate the help. I mean, if you were involved, would I have lost 44 pounds? That sounds dangerous, David. Hasn't even been a month. David, it's only been 28 days. 22 pounds in 28 days, David. I mean, you hear me drinking water. Listen. David, did you hear that? That was me drinking water. Billy the Wombat says, do squat. That's what I do squat. All right, I already got that covered. Math isn't my best subject, says Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Silly Billy Illy, all stuff with cotton, whatever that was. Remember that song? Tanya says Ian swatted him. The SWAT team. Oh, so we're getting more details about Ian Miles Chung. A lot of people want to tell me about Ian. All right, Ian swatted him. By the way, thanks for 10 euros, Tanya. Ian swatted him. The SWAT team threw a flashbang to clear the area, and the flashbang landed near the dog's fucking head, detonated, and killed it. Ian ordered the docs. The SWAT team killed it and arrested him. Who did they arrest? Ian? Who got arrested? Why would Ian do that? I just find this hard to believe. Hey, Mike S. Miller, do you see what you're doing? Why would Ian do that? Having trouble with this. Having a spiritual crisis. And then what? Ian did the same thing to Andy Worski. Does Andy Worski have a dog? Magic Carpet Rides, like, what the F is EVS talking about? You must be here late. You must have gotten here late. I don't know. People are trying to gossip to me about Ian Miles Chung throwing grenades at dogs and hiring SWAT teams to arrest people and to dox people. Now, I know Ian Miles Chung. I know him. This doesn't seem like behavior that Ian would do, but I don't know Ian that well. I've been in a couple of live streams with him. You never know what people are capable of. You know, I'm not quite sure of what Mike is capable of. Yeah. Selly Toy says this is like an SJW Twitch stream. In what way, Selly? I'm not, you know what? I'm not virtue signaling at all. I'm not virtue signaling. I haven't said one virtuous thing. There's no way this is anything like SJW anything at all. Comic Book Bob says, Ethan, did you see DC is planning more layoffs? No, where can I see that? Let me look that up. I told you that was going to happen. I said this was just the beginning. You know, they're going to do it slow. They're going to do it slow. But yeah, a lot of people are going. And, you know, they'll probably cut the comic book line back even further. Late night rumors, more layoffs at DC Comics coming soon. I got to go to Bleeding Cool for this. Rich Johnson's loving it. Last week, Bleeding Cool ran advance word of a meeting at DC Comics Burbank headquarters regarding a restructuring of the publisher. This saw a reorganization announced and initial layoffs confirmed, including marketing man John Cunningham, goddamn shame, and the much eulogized art director Mark Chiarello. Terrible tragedy. By the way, the third guy, they're not mentioning him. At the time, we were told any further editorial redundancies at the comics publisher would wait until the summer in order for the new management team to bed in. But in the days since, Bleeding Cool has received multiple reports from High Place Comics industry sources and from people working at DC Comics that further layoffs are expected to be enacted sooner than that, maybe even this week. Initial reports suggested that this may involve the digital group. Oh, what's this, guys? I thought digital comics were doing really well. I thought digital comics were the future. Turns out, no, they're not the future. They're the past. They're not even the present. They're the past. Digital comics are over already. So you weirdo SJW, stop lying about how digital comics are this mysterious amount. I see in my royalty checks. I know how well digital comics sell. It's not that well. Damn you people. Listen to me. The collected editions group, that's interesting, and the in-house comic book lettering services, no specific names have been mentioned. But whatever does go down, I am told to expect a significant reshuffling of DC as a result of all of these changes happening last week and this. Due to the realignment of, oops, God, all right, horrible. Due to the realignment of roles into 3 functions, people have got new titles, new bosses, new teams, and new responsibilities. I understand that group editor Jim Chadwick has already posted that he has a new position within the publisher. DC Comics did not choose to comment when we contacted representatives earlier today. More as we hear it. Yep. Well, I mean, you know. I was talking to Andrea. I was like, if I didn't leave DC Comics last year, I'm quite positive that I'd be gone this year. It's just the way things kind of happen. I'm telling you, not to suck up to God, but for real, like God is real. God is real up there, because everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you need to get pushed. Sometimes you need a push. These SJWs. Sorry, I'm chewing gum. These SJWs gave me a push. They harassed me. They drove me crazy. They wrote terrible articles about me, and they called me a Nazi, and made me feel very unstable working for DC Comics, working for anybody. So I went off on my own and started working for myself. And I got what looks like a 1-year head start on everybody else, because everybody else this is going to happen to them too. A lot of people are going to be wondering what to do now. Learn to code. Learn to code. All right, so there you go. Gojirify says, dang, we were 18 away from 1,000. Well, we're back. We got 1,051 now. Corey Ransom says, I can hear babies crying for help from your closet. I don't have any babies crying for help. That's not who I am. Gojirify says, Al Roker shat on R. Kelly. Now that would be justice. That would be justice. Chris Chambers sent me $4. He said, please disavow me 2 times. I do. Chris, I disavow you, and I disavow, I don't know if you have a brother or something. Disavow a family member that you like. Brian the Observer says, elevate me, hail Caesar. I do elevate you. Padawan RAR says, LOL, all this talk of disavow has the Mission Impossible theme running in my brain. I don't really know what it means to disavow people, but I'm willing to do it. I disavow, and I'll do it quickly too. Initially I said, I'm not disavowing anyone, and I switched that to I'll disavow everyone. You never know. I mean, I don't know. When you think I'm gonna zig, I'll zag. Yeah. When they zig, I zag. I will disavow everyone. Elmo Van Skyver says, thanks for being my friend. I can't do Elmo. How does Elmo talk? Thanks for being my friend. Is Cyberfrog Kermit? No, he is not Kermit. He's not Kermit. Sierra Whiskey reveals that Mike S. Miller ordered Ian to dox R. Kelly. I knew it. Most of the problems that are going on in the world are probably Mike S. Miller's fault, or at least Mike S. Miller is supportive of those problems. Have you read that website, This Is Comicsgate? It's all Mike. It's all Mike causing trouble. The people who run that website, they don't want to do that. This is Comicsgate is a service that they're providing to people. Calling out Mike S. Miller. You know? It's appreciated. It's public utility. Yeah, Mike and his Chinese dinosaurs. Rainbolt says, I stand with Mike S. Miller. Well, you two can go stand over there in the corner. Both of you. Ridiculous. If you got Rocket says, 22 pounds since New Year's, did you cut off your head? If I cut off my head, I wouldn't be sitting here talking, would I? No. Cut off my leg. Black Angus Review says, Mike Zero has been arrested. Details on my channel. Is that true? That's not true. If Mike Zero was arrested, everybody would be talking about it. It'd be on TV. Mike Zero. Okami Shonen says, real talk, I have a 2-year-old daughter. I'm worried about when she has to go to one of these schools teaching SJW versus thoughts. Yeah. It's tough, man. You get these weirdos in school, these educators who want to teach your kids SJW nonsense. You have to stay on it. You have to stay on the ball. Send your kid to school in a MAGA hat right away. Lay the groundwork, establish dominance. Day one, kindergarten day one, MAGA. Let those teachers know what's up. That's what I did. Sent Hunter to school in a MAGA hat. And those teachers all knew. They were like, oh, well, we can't indoctrinate this kid with weird stuff. This guy wants to make America great again. Day one, MAGA from day one. Hashtag MAGA, red hat. Send them to school with a red hat. They don't like that. They see those red hats. It's like a bull and a red cape. And we are, what are those guys called? What are bullfighters called? What are they called? How come I can't remember anything anymore? You know, yeah. Michael says EVS sends Ava to school with a MAGA hat and a half-eaten lunch. That's a lie. A Toreador, a Matador. Thank you, Matador. That's not a conquistador, not a conquista. Conquistador. Magadors. Yes. See, that's why we win. We're so creative. Magadors. Magadors. Waving a red hat at weirdos. Take your red hat off and wave it. Take your red hat off and wave it in an arena. Wave it at one of these anti-Comicsgate weirdos who look at pictures of children in red hats and go, they are the enemy. Charge. Somebody needs to remake that Bugs Bunny Matador cartoon, but take away the cape and put a red hat. Yeah, that bull was mean. All right. Tanya says, instead of disavow, you should excommunicate. That's a religious thing. That is a religious thing. Man, I saw some weirdo anti-Comicsgate tweets about me today. I don't know why I even look. I do look, and then I just kind of go, what are they? Like, I have most people, like most of these weirdos are on mute. A lot of people say, I don't know how you put up with it. I don't even know what's going on. I have everyone on mute. If I saw all of this stuff, I would never get off Twitter. I would be arguing with these people day and night because, you know, they're so stupid and you have to answer stupid people. That's your initial instinct. But the truth is you don't answer them. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't answer them. So I muted them to remove temptation. But every now and then I will look. This one guy, hold on, let me look this up. I gotta quote these things. God, I hate Twitter, and I don't even know why I'm on it. I'm on it because I can't go. If I go, they'll go, ha ha, ha, he left. See, too stubborn. I'm too stubborn to go. I mean, this is just crazy. This dude, Patrick Gerard, who is this dude? He has a name that sounds like he's a comic book artist. And he's talking to these guys. Here's the thing, like, they orbit around Renfamous. Like, these are adults. Like, why are you trying to win the approval of Renfamous? In any case, they do. They're all like, oh, please make sense of this. Please let us know that everything's going to be okay. Renfamous, I've got a dunk. Let me dunk on Ethan to you. Do you like it? Do you approve of it? He goes, I don't know. Wasn't he given like 10 years to make room for a Plastic Man monthly? Yeah, I gave Gail Simone 10 years to finish her script for Day of the Composites, which was the remake of Plastic Man. Never got finished. And he says, and let's be clear, I got no issues with slower artists selling more infrequent work at a premium. Problem is, now this is the problem. Problem is, EVS is getting a messiah complex over it. How is that a problem? Problem for who? That'd be a problem for my wife. That would annoy her. I mean, she'd be like, what are you doing? Like, you are not Jesus Christ. I'd be like, well, I am when it comes to drawing frogs. You know? You are not better than Jesus. I am at writing songs about living in bomb shelters. I never heard Jesus do anything like that. It's like, I sent you to ShopRite. You came home with nothing but loaves of bread and fish. What are you doing? And I just look at her and glow. That's who I am. Frog Jesus. And I need to have someone who walks next to me and says, you remember you are mortal. Remember you are mortal. What these people think about me so much. You think about me all the time, and you're like, he's getting a messiah complex. Do you know what? Come spend 5 minutes with me. You're so fucking weird. These people have an idea of who I am that is at odds with basic reality. Too much time on the internet. Too much time on the internet. Another nobody said Ethan is better than Jesus. Didn't John Lennon say the same thing? There we go. Exactly. Exactly. Imagine there's no heaven. And they're going to come get me too. They're going to come get me too. Weirdos. And then this other dude's like, problem is EVS is mediocre at best. Stop quoting Richard Pace, dummy. And I said, I'm fucking phenomenal at my worst, you non-entity. Do you think I'll get copyright struck for that? I am mad at you. Losing viewers. Let me continue to read this stuff. This is sorry, I get distracted. You know, unlike that opera singer, music is actually in my blood. You know. Music is in my blood. Gojirfa says, I now have the Mission Impossible theme in my head as Al Roker runs down the West Wing looking for a drop box for his underwear. That's disgusting. Mark C says, I use name brand fabric softener loved by the patriarchy. Please disavow me. Disavowed. Teabag Balzac says, how soon until the Cyberfrog movie? I don't know. I see it happening within 3 years. It's pretty clear. Adrian Stone says, please disavow Gavin disavowing the Proud Boys EVS. Yeah, by the way, I saw that stuff. Where is Gavin now? What's Gavin McInnes doing? Is his life over? Gavin, like they really did a number on Gavin, and his neighbors all put up like hate doesn't live here signs in their front yards to troll him. Why didn't he do the same thing? You have to troll people like that back. Hate doesn't live here. And then if they all have those signs, put one in your front yard too. That kind of thing makes them angry. It makes SJWs angry because they're like, he doesn't even know that we're talking about him. And then you just walk along whistling your happy song. MW77 says, J. Cruz is in cartoons now. Will you get royalties? No, I won't. They're not going to give me anything for that. I get nothing for Jessica Cruz. Nothing. Well, I mean, they gave me like $5,000 and said, here you go, thanks. But that's just, that's it. Like, they won't let me have anything on her because she is, she's Green Lantern, TLJ Russian Bot says, this is money towards the production of your album. It's $5. Thank you. Maybe you can throw in some seasonal jams for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, leap year. Yeah, maybe I should write some holiday songs. That is a good way to make a lot of money. You write Christmas songs, people write Christmas songs, and they're evergreen. They last forever, So if you were to write a Halloween song, there are no Halloween songs. There are 0 Halloween songs. Yeah, they are. Ben Punchetti says DC's laying off employees to pay EVS royalties. I love it. Listen, yeah, that's a whole salary. Last month's royalties were somebody's entire salary. You could have kept someone employed for a year instead of paying me that. Whatever. I spent it on bubblegum and Jabba the Hutt action figures. Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful. Monster Mash is kind of Halloween song, but it's not really though. It's not like hey, it's Halloween. This is Halloween. Like that's a Halloween song right there. Thriller, kinda, yeah. And they do the Ghostbusters theme. I'm like, Ghostbusters is not Halloween. Yeah. Mike is stream sniping me. Good luck to him. It's his turn. Mike streams every single night. Mike streams nonstop. And this is like the angriest live stream that I've ever done. Mike's live streams are chill. Mine are like hostile. I don't know. What else are we doing here? Brett Favre says Frog Jesus turned soy lattes into 7 and 7s. Yes. I got Andrea into 7 and 7s. She likes them now. That's what she orders. Gojirify says for a Life Day song. Should I write a Life Day song? I could do that, I guess. K-Sis says, yeah, Grumpy Van Skyward. No, Mike's right there. He says, I have to draw a commission. You're entertaining me. All right. Mike's listening to me. He's not doing anything. Mike isn't streaming anyone. I want to write a song called I Like It When You Call Me Pie Jesus. Yeah. Like it when you call me Pie Jesus. Throw your hands in the air. You're a true player. Like it when you call me Pie Jesus. I gotta learn to play that first. Yeah. Gojirify says disavow B. Arthur. Disavowed. Absolutely. Disavowed. And yeah, as soon as it starts singing, we go under 1,000 1,000 viewers. All right, so I'm going to sing one song and then we're going to be done, okay? I'm going to sing one song. And by the way, this is disappointing because this was meant to be a Comicsgate Live, but my microphone is broken, and therefore I can't hear other people, and I can't invite other guests on the stream. I was meant to sell some comic books for Comic Skaters tonight, and it just didn't happen, and I do feel bad about it. So I'm going to sing this song. Is the piano in the closet? Well, kind of. I don't know. My bomb shelter is pretty nice. I took Dwight Eisenhower's advice. It's full of things I like. Stationary bike, powdered milk, some gyms and rice. It's not as if I asked my spouse to excavate beneath our house. She told me it was silly. She said, now come on, really. There's only so much she allows. And it's a shame, because when the bombs are exploding, you'll all be freeloading, but I'm prepared, you see. With a mushroom up in this, just enough room in my bomb shelter for me and maybe my cat. What do you think of that? My bomb shelter has bonsai trees, a generator with DVDs, but it's only one man's size, so while you're vaporized, I'll enjoy its amenities, because my bomb shelter is mine, all mine. So I don't want to hear you whine. It won't seem so dumb when the SJWs come, and I'm watching Star Wars Episode 9. Let's see if you're cocky when it's Nagasaki outside in your little town. You'll absorb radiation while I'm on vacation 25 feet underground. I'll be drinking milk in pajamas made of silver. My bomb shelter is pretty nice. You should dance with Mike S. Miller's wife. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate it. Yeah, Mike is a Saint says, Doom CMYK, go to his stream after and get blessed. Gojirify says, go on Mike's stream. Well, I can't. I can't go on Mike's stream. I can't go on anybody's stream. So I got to go buy a new Blue Yeti, and then from there, I think all of our problems will be solved. But thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. Appreciate it for this little impromptu thing, and I will see you again soon.